The story of John Davison Rockefeller, the father of big business, the man who made more money than any man has ever made in a lifetime, the master of the oil industry, the world's first billionaire. Rockefeller was born in Richford, New York, in 1839, the son of a country physician. The family moved to Cleveland, where John, at the age of 16, obtained employment with the firm of Hewitt and Tuttle, a wholesale produce and commission house. He was paid the salary of $35 per month. At the end of his first year as clerk, bookkeeper, we find him facing his employer.
Has my work during the year been satisfactory, Mr. Hewitt?
Yes, quite satisfactory, John. Quite satisfactory.
For my first 3 months, you paid me $16 per month.
That's right, John.
Then you raised me to $35 a month.
Quite a substantial raise, too, John. I hope you appreciate our confidence in your ability.
Oh, I do, sir. And so, I'm offering you my services for another year.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Double my present salary.
Double? What do you mean, double?
$800 a year.
Now, look here, young man. You wouldn't be interested in our giving you a partnership, would you?
Oh, yes, I would.
Hold a silly cup. Double my partnership. Now, look here. Here, see here. You're just a boy. How much are you getting now?
$420 a year.
Yes, good. 420 a year. Well, I'll give you 500.
I'd like 8.
Well, I'll make it 6, but no more.
No, sir. I have other plans, sir.
Well, I might stretch the point. I'll make it $700 a year.
No, sir, I really couldn't. 8's the least I could take.
No, sir. Not another cent. 700 is twice what you're worth now, or probably ever will be worth. No, sir, not a cent more.
Then I'll have to leave. I have other plans.
Yes, I know. You're going to make $1 million. Old story.
It's possible.
But not probable. All right. Go ahead. But remember, all is not gold that glitters.
Young Rockefeller was to learn in the years to come that the road to fortune was paved with trials and disappointments. About this time, an Englishman, M.B. Clark, was seeking a partner to invest with him in a produce commission business. We find John and his father at home.
What do you know about this young fellow Clark?
Well, he's been in the commission business here in Cleveland for some time.
Well, what do you suppose he wants? Maybe he has a job for you.
Job? No, I don't think so. He doesn't have a business of his own. Oh, I'll go.
Hello, Rockefeller. How are you?
Oh, hello, Mr. Clark. Come in. This is my father, Mr. Clark.
How do you do, Mr. Rockefeller?
Glad to know you, Clark. Take this chair.
Thank you.
Well, I'll leave you two alone.
No, don't go.
It's all right, Father. Sit down.
Yes, just a little business proposition.
Business proposition?
Yes. John, I know all about your quitting Hewitt and Tuttle. I know why you left. Some people think you got fired. But I know your record, and I think you've got the requirements to make a success in a business of your own. Have you got any money?
Money? Well, yes.
How much have you?
Well, I've saved almost $1,000.
$1,000?
Yes, Father. $1,000.
Well, I'll be darned. Well, why such a secret?
Oh, I don't know. I just wanted to surprise everybody someday, I guess.
$1,000, eh? Well, I'll tell you. I want to go into business, produce and commission house, and I'm looking for a partner. I've got $2,000. I want someone with an equal amount and a fair knowledge of the business to join me.
Sounds great, Mr. Clark. All except the $2,000.
Well, any chance you're borrowing another $1,000?
How much time will you give me to try to raise it?
Well, no.
Hey, John.
Yes, Father?
Maybe I can do something for you. If you're set on going into this. You just bowled me over a minute ago about that $1,000 you'd saved, so I'm going to tell you something. Several years ago, I decided to give each of you children $1,000 apiece when you reach 21. The money's in the bank. If you want it now, I'll let you have it. Somehow, I think you can make a success of this venture.
There you are, John. Your problem solved.
Well, gee, Father, well, now you've bowled me over. I didn't know you had that much.
It's yours, son. Take it, and good luck.
Oh, wait. I'll take it, but only on one condition.
What is it?
That I pay interest on the money until I become 21.
Through young Rockefeller's prodigious capacity for work, and his infinite capacity for details, the new company did a business of $450,000 during the first year. All this, and Rockefeller was under 21. August 1859. Hundreds of miles from Cleveland, in a little Pennsylvania town called Titusville, an event was taking place which was destined to revolutionize the economic history of the world.
Joe! Joe!
Yeah? Got it showing?
You better get ready for something to happen.
I don't know what to expect, but we're all ready for something.
Get that cap over here, boys. We want speed if anything goes wrong.
What do you expect to go wrong?
Don't ask me. I can only make a wild guess. And I don't know of anyone who knows any more about it than we do. It might go off and blow us all to Halifax. Bill! Hey, Bill, look out! Here comes something! Hey, Joe! Don't listen!
It must be gas. Get out of here. It might explode.
Hey, come back here! Get ready to cover it! Here it comes! Look! It's oil! It's black oil! We made it! It's an oil well! We started it, now we gotta stop it! Come on, boys, wade in! I knew we'd get into trouble with this thing! Come on!
The world's first oil well gushed forth a river of black gold, and overnight a tremendous industry was born. And Rockefeller, sensing a colossal future in oil, turned from food to fuel. The firm of Clark and Rockefeller was reorganized as a firm to refine and distribute oil. It moved swiftly forward, and 7 years later controlled 4/5 of all the refineries in Cleveland, then the oil capital of the United States. But the cleansing of crude petroleum was an easy process, and soon the market was flooded with kerosene. The price went down, and by 1866 the trade was threatened with ruin. Young Rockefeller prepares a campaign and calls his associates together.
Gentlemen, as you know, we face a crisis. We must enlarge the oil market and improve the method of manufacture.
And we need better talent, more experienced men.
Of course, Andrew.
I have a plan for that. We must buy out all the largest and best refining companies available and centralize the administration of them, with a view to greater efficiency and distribution.
Then our markets will have to be extended to every port in the world.
Naturally. That's what I have in mind, gentlemen. What have you to say in the matter of economy of production, Andrews?
Well, I've worked out one thing that will amaze you. Now, we've been using 40 drops of solder to seal each container. Well, I find that 39 drops will do the job just as well. The saving of 1 drop of solder per can will save us over $50,000 a year.
Very good, Andrews. That's the stuff. And speaking of containers, we must find new methods of packaging. The containers often cost more than the content.
What would you suggest, then?
And I'm sure I don't know, John, but if we continue this way, there's no other choice but to place the added expense upon the consumer.
Which, of course, would eventually be disastrous.
Suppose we combine all the big refineries and build new ones in all the seaboard cities.
New ones?
And organize refining corporations in each state. Then erect huge storage tanks in each city, which brings up the method of transportation.
Well, what else but railroads?
Pipes.
Pipes?
Yes. Pipelines from state to state, oil well to refinery.
Well, will the states permit that?
Organize pipeline corporations in each state under a franchise.
By George, that's the solution.
Then we'll need railroad tank cars. And for export trade, a new type of steamer, a tank steamship. Capital will have to be furnished and corporations created to build and operate these companies, which must function more or less independently.
Why, it'll take hundreds of thousands.
Now comes the question of increasing our foreign markets. This is my plan, gentlemen. Send men to the Orient, to Europe, the far corners of the earth.
Salesmen?
In a way, yes. I choose to call them educators, missionaries in a way. They'll gather statistics, customs, educate the natives to the value, the economy, and benefits of kerosene.
Oh, is that possible?
If we could teach the 400 million people in China alone how to use kerosene, we'd need no other market. We'll make a new type of lamp for them, an inexpensive, attractive lamp, and give it to them if necessary, so long as they buy the kerosene.
Why, it sounds almost like a dream, John.
Well, perhaps it is, Andrews. But tomorrow we start to incorporate that dream with a capital of $1 million.
Such was the birth of the Standard Oil Company in 1867. In 1872, the capital increased to $2,500,000, and in 1874 to $3,500,000. Such was the beginning of the company which has done more to promote world markets for American products than any other in existence, all under the guidance of John D. Rockefeller. Then, in 1896, at the age of 57, he retires from active direction of the huge concern and later devotes his thoughts to a new plan. We find him now at 71 discussing the subject with his friend and aide, Ivy Ledbetter Lee.
So you see, I don't want merely to help my fellow man so much as I want to help my fellow man's son, man of the future.
I understand quite well. To the General Education Board, you give $130 million.
Immediately. I've already given large sums to the Baptist Church.
And in memory of your wife, the Laura Spellman Rockefeller Memorial, $73 million. The Rockefeller Institute of Medical Research, $59 million. And the University of Chicago, $35 million.
Yes, that's right. I've chosen the Rockefeller Foundation as the method of distribution of my wealth, to promote the well-being and to advance the civilization of the peoples of the United States and its territories and possessions and of foreign lands, in the acquisition and dissemination of knowledge, in the prevention and the relief of suffering, and in the promotion of any and all of the elements of human progress.
And so the world's first billionaire, its greatest industrialist, gave away more than $530 million in a scheme of philanthropy more gigantic than any ever created in the history of the world. John Davison Rockefeller, Captain of Industry.